Welcome to the
Bam,
Harbor.
bam, 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 bam.
I am the Kino Cowboy, despite what this little name down here says. Uh, we got Austin Casher, aka Boston Flasher, aka Bueller Supreme. All right.
We're missing Scott for a
Yeah.
few weeks.
Oh
We
yeah.
love him. He's traveling the fucking European continent and going to Morocco. Have a
Scott
good time.
fucking finally got pissed off at us enough calling him an expat that he's reapplying to become a patriot. So
He'll be back in the
before
States
before he
soon.
comes back to the States, he is gonna ball out in all of Europe and get mad puss and
And
hang loose.
I quote Scott Keith himself, fuck a savings account.
Yeah. Well,
Dude's going
who
hard.
can blame him? You know, you're
No,
in
man,
Europe, you
that's
gotta
tight.
fucking see some shit.
But we
And
will be without Scott for a little while. So we're gonna do our bunch of our common interests,
can't say
which
that, dude. Don't say
it's
now
I
I'm gonna
mean
have
it
to
kind of
censor
is.
that out.
You can censor it, but it's basically that. It's our
I
fucking
did last episode with the fucking you putting up your address.
Oh, you didn't have to do that, man. I hope I get visitors.
No,
I'm
you're not
lonely.
Mac DeMarco. Okay. You know, he put up his address at the end of one of his albums so people could come by and have coffee with him.
Hell yeah, dude. Charlie Puth put Benny Blanco's number on a billboard outside of Coachella this year.
Oh.
So
Well, depends. You know, that's a little doxing. But anyway, we're getting ready for Doctor Strange because that shit is my shit. You know what I mean? It's
yeah, it's
Sam
the shit.
Raimi. I'm a Raimi boy. We're all Raimi boys. This is his return to Marvel movies and blockbuster filmmaking in general. I never saw Oz the Great and Powerful, but
Because why the fuck would you see Oz the Great and Powerful?
because at some point I will, just so I can complete his filmography, because I haven't seen that or A Simple Plan. But today I said, fuck it. Scott's not here. We did a art movie last week. This week we're gonna just go through and tier rank the MCU. We're gonna be doing it out of order in the way of this tier list, which once in editing will be on the screen in front of you so you can see. But yeah. So let me pull that up. Okay.
Okay. Opa.
Let's see. All right, let's just get into it. First, we have Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Uh that's like a solid D tier.
D.
Yeah, that is not
That
what
is
is
to be honest, that is my least favorite of the MCU. I only watched it once. I could give it another chance, but when I saw it, I was bored to tears, and it felt like a children's TV movie with its tone. It was really strange, and it
well,
had a
they like switched up the tone with Ant-Man. Like Scott Lang's kind of a goofy dude. He is a goofy dude in the comics, but like whenever I was prepared for Ant-Man years ago, it was supposed to be like Edgar Wright's baby, and it was
yeah,
going to be like this harsh Hank Pym, because Hank Pym's like a drunk wife abuser in the comics, and so it's
right.
like I thought we were going to get that, and then they should. I'm glad they did Scott Lang because Hank Pym doesn't really fit in this Avengers universe, but the movies, solo Ant-Man movies, are mid at best, and it's like
Yeah,
just uninteresting.
but it's just the villain. It felt like a TV movie villain. It was lame. She was lame.
What is the villain again? It's like Echo.
I don't even remember, dude. But
She's cool. She's got cool powers. They
I
could do
guess
cool shit with her.
it just didn't feel. It was like right after Infinity War, which was crazy and
Yeah.
really insane ending, and this was like the follow up to that, like in between
It's
this
like a
and
palate
Endgame.
cleanser.
And it was supposed to be a palate cleanser, but to me, I was bored to tears. The one redeeming thing is that, okay, for people that don't know, there's a show on the internet called On Cinema at the Cinema, which is Tim Heidecker and Greg Turkington. And as to take the joke as far as they could with the show, they both got cameos in Marvel movies. And Tim was he was in that shitty Fantastic Four movie, and then Greg was in the first Ant-Man movie. And so that played into one of their seasons on the show, which was really hilarious because they somehow swung that cameo shit just for the show, which is insane.
Yeah.
But then Tim takes it up a notch, and after Greg is like, "Oh, I'm an Ant-Man, the superior to Fantastic Four, whatever," and then so now in Ant-Man 2, Tim Heidecker gets a cameo in this just to one up him even more. So that
Man, I didn't know this.
that cameo meant more to me than the whole movie, which is fucking sad. But so
now here's the thing. Ant-Man 3 will fucking be lit.
it could, yeah, Ant-Man 3 could be what will be, I guarantee, the best of the three.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good
Quantumania is gonna pull in a bunch of shit. Like we're fucking after
King
Loki,
Conqueror, dude, bro.
Everything's going. So yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp, not the best. So I would put F, you would put D. So yeah. I guess we don't have anyone to tie break. So
we'll stick it at F, man. Like it's not anything I'm too particular of. It's not my least favorite, but it is definitely not my favorite. It's mid at best, but most watches. I probably need to rewatch it. But like my roommate used to get super fucking stoned and just throw this shit on.
Yeah.
And like I would walk in and see like bits of it and be like, I fucking hate this.
Yeah.
But I like this is one of the only Marvel movies I didn't go see in theaters. If that says anything. Like I've seen almost every single one of these in theaters besides this, Dark World, and Eternals, and then Captain Marvel I didn't see in theaters either.
Eternals was the only one I didn't see in theaters. We'll get there though. Ant-Man, the first Ant-Man, what would you rate that one?
C or D? D, probably D. Because it's better than F. It's not an F tier.
Yeah, no.
It's a good establishing movie. Paul Rudd's great in it.
What's the other guy? The comic relief is really good in it.
The Hispanic dude?
Yeah.
I can't remember his fucking name.
I can't either. Famous. But he brings that movie up a level to me.
Yeah, absolutely. He's brings most movies up. I just wish he was. I think he's a Scientologist though. So fuck him. It's Michael Pena. I don't know why.
Oh yeah, that guy.
He's in the greatest propaganda movie of all time. End of watch.
Oh yeah. I remember watching that. I got emotional at the end back then. I remember.
Yeah, man. I still do, and I fucking hate it.
Before I was radicalized. No, I'm just kidding. But
yeah, I'd probably give that an F tier for sure.
No, I wouldn't. Not an F.
Not F tier. I'm sorry. D tier.
I'd put it at C or D. So I'm willing to compromise, but.
Oh yeah, I would say that. I meant to say C or D as well, because that's what I said initially.
Because it's better than some of these on here, but not too much better.
It's not F tier. It's not worse fate than F, which I don't know if any.
Well, we're not putting anything on there. That's stupid.
I was gonna say,
that's like watching like fucking who knows, like
Fantastic like Zack Snyder's The Snyder Cut.
No man, we're not talking about that.
But no, yeah, I would throw it in. Be generous. I don't know. Throw it in C.
Now I'm conflicted.
Well, fuck it, dude. C or D. I'm down for
Okay. Well, yeah. Let's put it in D.
Let's do S. S tier.
No, I'm good on that. All right. So next we have Age of Ultron.
I need to rewatch this. Okay. I've only seen it like twice. I fucking enjoy this movie a lot.
I like Age of Ultron more than most people. So
yeah, I was gonna say I like this movie a lot.
It's probably the here's the thing. It might be the weakest Avengers movie. I'm not sure. But for me, I enjoy it actually more than the first one because it's finally taking all of these characters up a level. And
yeah, absolutely. Ultron's such a crazy fucking villain. Like Ultron's such an intimidating villain in this movie.
Age of Ultron has a little wonky like plotting and writing, but like here's the thing: it feels like a Saturday morning special, like where stuff is going nuts. And I do like
the opening sequence for this movie is fucking insane. Yeah. Where they're all like running through the forest and like you get establishing shots of every single member. Yeah, it's the shit. I'm gonna end up rewatching it.
And this is what it like. You get plenty of character development too, especially this is the film that shows Tony's the
sequence where he sees everybody dead,
the foreshadow sequence of what could happen, and which is really fucking cool. because he sees all his friends dead, and it's kind of gnarly.
And we
Especially
get the
for
Hulkbuster armor for the first fucking
yeah.
time. Yeah.
And yeah, at that moment, I was like, oh man, they're gonna kill Tony off later. I was like, well, thematically, because if they don't, then this sets up nothing. He's gonna sacrifice himself. And people, some of our friends were like, no, dude, he's just gonna use that to save the day. No, it comes back around, which makes that sequence even stronger.
Well, what I really like about this movie is the characters they bring in. Like they bring in, well, Quicksilver's kind of mid,
Yeah.
but they bring in Wanda, who is now the most important person in the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
They bring in Ulysses Claw, who comes back in Black Panther and has
yeah.
a stellar role too. Ultron, who I have a feeling is going to be coming back from these trailers with Doctor Strange potentially. It's just like a lot of establishing things, and we get to know the Hulk better. This is when the Hulk leaves.
Yes, exactly.
We get that relationship between him and Black Widow. We get a lot of really good quality shit.
We get the brief development for Widow, and we get to plant the seed, continue the thread of Captain America never having but never having the dance with Peggy.
Yeah.
And so he has that sequence when Scarlet Witch gets to him.
Damn, I haven't seen this in so long.
It sets up, the payoff for Endgame.
I'd say this is B tier.
I'd say it's B as well.
Yeah,
because it's a very fun blockbuster. That Hulkbuster fight is fucking
so
sick.
Fucking tight.
And them raising the entire city, Ultron raising that into Sokovia all the way up. The stakes are really high.
There's so many like consequences that stem from this movie.
Right. Yeah. And
like this is the start of like the real consequences happening.
Yeah. Civil War even like retroactively makes this movie even better because of
the Sokovia Accord.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna put that in B. A very fun blockbuster. And it came out like summer 2015, which was a great summer. So wow, we're getting some juggernauts right here. Wow, Endgame is next on this list.
I love Endgame. I've rewatched it probably. I'm close to double digits on my rewatches of Endgame and Infinity War. I think the movies both work well together in terms of watching them side by side.
Oh yeah, it works as like one big thing really well.
I have a lot of love for this.
Endgame is as successful as you can get for a finale because, well, obviously it's the highest grossing domestic film. Well, technically. Oh, Avatar had a re-release and it beat it. Fuck off. Anyway, it masterfully ended the saga, the Infinity Saga. And the fact that it was so successfully done and pulled off so well is insane. And I like that the first hour of this movie is taking the time to grieve over all the people that died from.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like, insane.
It's a nice like contrast to the start of every other Marvel movie.
Yeah, it's a 3-hour movie, and the first entire hour is like, oh shit, all these people are dead. What do we fucking do?
Exactly. Yeah, there's again consequences shown directly into this. I think I just still think it's bullshit. You know how they had the Oscars this year, the voting the best moment in movies or whatever, and fucking
to appeal to kids.
Snyder cut one over this moment, the moment where he's just like Avengers Assemble on your right type shit. It's literally the most iconic thing I think I've ever seen.
There's never been a more fun experience in the theater. People need to cut the shit. Yeah, I love fucking Lahane and Seventh Seal and all that, but when I go to the movies, often it's for shit like this. And you're ruining cinema. I don't give a fuck. That's not true. I go see everything. Here's the thing. Endgame was the best theater experience I've ever had because I had a lot of my friends there and my friends and family, and we were opening night on Endgame, and it was the most loud, insane.
It's the loudest theater I've ever been in my life. And it was Cap picking up the fucking. Yeah. Oh my god!
Everyone screamed and cheered, and like that's fucking the movies, man. That shit was in a way beautiful to me. It was everyone stoked. My little kid brother was like
in awe, I bet.
He was in awe. He couldn't even like process it. And
well, it's like everybody remembers those scenes from that film But like even on top of that, the whole time traveling shit was awesome. Like
Yeah.
every
It
bit
was
of
like,
that
oh,
was cool.
they could have done time travel in a shitty, annoying, lame way, but instead it worked really well and made sense. And they they had you think into it, but also be like, look, it's not like, Back to the Future. It's different.
They make that joke. Don Cheadle makes
Yeah.
that joke, like it's a fun. It's definitely one of the greatest finales of an arc that's ever
Yeah.
been put to film.
And
So.
yeah, the yeah, I wish my girlfriend could have seen how crazy it was. Cause like No Way Home was hype, but like, dude, seeing all the Avengers on screen at one time and prepared to fucking do anything was really fun.
It was pretty fucking
It
sick,
was my
man.
childhood. Imagine if this would have came out when I was like 13, 14, my head would have exploded.
Well, it's like me and you specifically, like we've been watching all of these movies together pretty much at one point from like ninth grade until I moved away.
Yeah.
Like we would go to every single one of these. Our parents would drop us
Yeah.
off at the movie theater, and to get to a point, it's an end of an era, and it was an extremely emotional movie for me just because of the experiences I've had with so many people with this. And it's cool to see 20 plus movies all rounded up into something so like the bow is so neatly like uh tied at the end of this, and it's like it was a very like good feeling at the end of that movie. I couldn't think of anything better to say than good feeling. It wrapped
It's
it up
okay.
nicely and just met.
We're not
My expectations were met is what I'm saying.
yeah. And there was actual like tragedy, like Black Widow's death, and
Yeah, well that was Infinity War.
oh yeah.
No, wait, no, that
No,
is
it wasn't.
Endgame, isn't it? I'm
Nah, dude.
fucking tripping.
And then
Yeah.
Gamora's now the only Gamora that exists is 2014 Gamora.
Which
So
will be interesting for the Asgardians of the Galaxy, is
yeah.
what I'm calling them right now.
So yeah. And it's like in game, it's a great finale. I'd put it at A tier personally, simply because I like Infinity War just a little bit more. But
I'd say as a whole, Infinity War and Endgame is S tier. Like the duo is like if you were
I
to
get
combine
it.
them,
For me,
it's S
Endgame
tier.
is A tier, and then Infinity War is S tier. But that's just
Well, there's never been a more. I've never heard more gasps in a movie than in Infinity War. like audible no's in a movie than
yeah.
Infinity War. I would agree on the AT. I do think Infinity War is better, but I think if we were looking at it as a whole, it's S.
Well, yeah, but we're two different films.
So then do A and S.
Okay, I will put here, and then we'll put this here.
Because Infinity War has the moment where everybody gets blimped.
Infinity War is what I was waiting for 10 years, and it was like we're finally coming to a head, and it's spectacular. And
having the interactions between characters for the first time was fucking fun. Doctor Strange and Tony Stark was one of the funnest interactions of the movie.
yeah,
And Thor and Peter Quill was great. And then it ends in tragedy, and it's some of the most intense scenes I've seen on.
it's a fucking badass, fun movie. The movie I can't believe that they did and pulled off, and just as much as Endgame, it's just like what a fun spectacle. And I really like all of the I don't know. I like fuck. My mind just went blank what I was about to say, but especially the Peter Parker interaction with Tony and Doctor Strange. I like that a lot.
There's a lot to love in this movie. You get to see characters that you know like wouldn't normally interact together, to the point where like there's certain personality traits that just clash, and it's
like
pretty
the
great.
Big one, the one everyone's been waiting for, the Infinity Gauntlet. Here we go. You know what I mean?
And Thanos, they lose this fucking round.
Yeah, and Thanos is actually a really good villain. I was worried that he would be one or two dimensional like other Marvel movies, but they flesh him out well and give him shit with like Gamora. And
the first big reveal we got of him was in the OG Avengers, but this starts out with him on that ship, bodying the Hulk,
Yeah.
literally scaring the Hulk for the
Immediately
rest of
setting the strength scale for Thanos.
bodying the Hulk and then snapping Loki's neck.
Yeah.
That's how we
Yeah.
start this fucking movie.
2 minutes in, and my little sister, who was probably like 16 at the time, 15, was like crying over Loki because that was her character back then.
Dude, it's fucking crazy that they started this movie out like this. Like, what was the movie that came out before this? Like the one
Ragnarok.
right before this. Ragnarok's tone
Well,
is so fucking different.
No, it was Black Panther. Sorry.
Well, Ragnarok is what leads into that first scene.
Yeah, for sure.
Black Panther was before this too. But the tones of those two movies themselves, Black Panther's got a little bit of a darker tone than Thor. But they like, I remember a few weeks, like probably like 2 months ago, I decided to watch the Ragnarok into Infinity War into Endgame one night. And holy shit, that's the way you watch those three.
Yeah, that's like a trilogy to me.
Yeah, it is the perfect way to watch them. And that fucking tone shift in the first fucking 5 minutes of Infinity War is fucking intense.
It's so awesome.
It sets the stage for someone that they could literally like never thought of fighting.
It's one of the most action-packed movies I've ever seen. Here's what I love about Infinity War the most is the scale, the cosmic scale, because it's, you know, obviously it's half the universe, but it's not just shit. It's not like where, oh, aliens are coming to Earth. It's like, okay, no, we're having to go to all these different planets. It's like a cosmic adventure.
Well, like we even have Tony at the beginning of the Endgame. Like you see how far out he was.
Yeah,
he's struggling to survive on the little oxygen and things like that. And it's fucking insane.
Because we got the Guardians going to the Collector and nowhere, and then we also have Thor trying to get that star up and running, and then you have Tony's gang going to Thanos's planet, and Thanos going to Vormir. It's like doing, in a way, not really, but because it's completely different from Star Wars, but it's doing Star Wars better than some of these Disney Star Wars were doing, in a way. Just like that thirst I had for insane cosmic scaled action adventure. It was nuts.
Yeah, it established a lot of big fucking areas in the Marvel universe, the MCU, and we got so many points of the galaxy. It's just fucking nuts.
Plus, there's actually really good imagery in this movie, especially when Thanos is on Vormir and he sacrifices Gamora and he wakes up in that pool. That is one of my favorite shots. And then when he kills half the universe and there's the payoff and he approaches little kid Gamora. Some of the coolest and most, like, listen, if you're like a dickhead patrician, don't listen to this podcast because I'm geeking out, dude. I don't give a fuck. It's digital effects. Okay, well, digital effects have to come from somewhere. You can't say, oh, it's not cinematography, it's digital effects. People have to use light sources and still frame the shot, dude, and stage thing. Like that's a stupid fucking argument. And yeah, CGI is here to stay. Sorry to tell you. In some movies, it works well, and especially in this scene with Thanos. So that's what I have to say about that. It's a juggernaut of a film, and I fucking love it. That's what I'm trying to say. Is that Scott fucking called me after I got out of the showing, and he's like, "I can't believe they fucking pulled it off. They did it." And Scott, as you know, is more cynical about these movies than you and I are. And he's like, "They did it. This was fucking insane." I was like, "Yeah, they did it." Because, man, our entire theater, it was dead quiet when the movie ended, and we just walked out silently.
I felt sick after that movie, man. I was like, how am I supposed to wait another year? You know, like it's one of the best cliffhangers.
I like when big movies shake average film goers to the core, and it's like, you know, that somehow the Avengers are going to come back and save the day, but it doesn't matter. At that moment, it was like,
they lost.
What the
fuck? None of us had any idea what the plan was to get anybody back, you know?
Yeah. So for me, Avengers Infinity War was the movie I've been waiting for the entire time the MCU was out. So that's why I'm putting it at S tier.
Yeah, that's fair.
Anyway,
I concur.
All right.
Next one is the one I think me and you are going to have the most arguments on.
Well, here's the thing about Black Panther. Black Panther's next. The first time I watched it, I was like, yeah, that's fine. And then I let it sit for like a year, and then I rewatched it, and I was like, man, I like this way more than I did last time.
It's one of my favorite of the MCU.
Okay,
Yeah, it's
I think
I really really like this. This
it's
isn't
like The
any.
Lion King, but superheroes to me.
Yeah, it's absolutely a story similar to that. Killmonger is, I will say this, the best villain we've had in the MCU.
Definitely up
Uh,
there.
and the setting that this is in, Wakanda, is fucking insane.
It's really
The
cool.
the music, we got Kendrick Lamar and SZA on this motherfucker.
We got fucking
Everything about this movie just like hit me to my core, and I love
and
it.
it's the composer is Ludwig Göransson. I don't know how to say it. It's some Swedish bullshit or whatever. But he did now he's done Mandalorian and Book of Boba Fett. So
Oh
he's a
yeah, so fucking banger after banger after
yeah.
banger, dude.
And so I have some gripes with some of the staging and CGI in the final
CGI
battle.
is the biggest issue
But,
I have because it looks like a fucking PlayStation 2 video game when they're fighting each other in the tunnel.
Yeah. But I like archetypal storytelling. So King T'Challa having his fall from grace, trying to be king. I like all that stuff. And Chadwick Boseman is
Rest
he's
in
good.
peace.
Killmonger may be a little bit better than me, but Chadwick Boseman is a star, and that's why his death was such a big deal to people.
Dude,
And
yeah,
also how important this film is to young like black kids who didn't really have a central hero in
we
the
got
MCU.
representation now
Like
for people,
you had
man.
Falcon
It's
and
cool.
you had War Machine or whatever he's called now, but fucking Black Panther is a badass, and it's a shame that
It's iconic.
Chadwick Boseman died.
It's iconic at this point. Like that movie, it's one of the most iconic films in the whole MCU.
Good
Probably
set
the most
pieces.
iconic.
The
And
fucking chase in where is it, like Korea or something? They go to that high stakes like club like casino thing, and then there's that
yeah,
car
that shit's
chase.
fucking wild.
That's a really good set piece. One of the better chases, car chases in the MCU. And then I like all the shit with Claw. And
yeah, dude, Claw was great in this, and I'm hoping Claw gets a comeback at some point. I know he's dead, but like Claw in the comic books is literally just he dies and becomes sound.
And there's the you get to see Black Panther standing up for like equality in ways you didn't expect, like when he saves Martin Freeman's life and is like saying, no, we have to help him and stuff like that. That's important.
Well, Killmonger is the probably out of all the villains the most empathetic.
Oh yeah,
empathetic cause. He had a bad way of going about it.
Oh yeah,
but it's like what he's fighting for is the right thing,
And it's surprising because this movie starts hard as fuck with guys in like the hood with like guns and shit in their apartment.
Oh yeah, dude. I love the moment where he's just like sitting in the museum and the person's trying to explain what this is, and he goes, "No, I know what this is. Y'all stole it."
It's like, oh shit.
Up. It set that villain up so good. Michael B. Jordan kills it.
Also, I want to like I saw that opening weekend, and I saw it at the Cinemark here in my big city, and where I live, if you're listening, you don't know, there is it's a very high African American population, and so I was like one of like 3 non-black folks in the theater, and it was the most hype fucking experience. Like it was almost as much as Endgame. Like people were going nuts. It was a badass experience, and you had like a bunch of like little kids, like doing
dressing
this and
up
shit.
Wakanda forever, man.
Yeah, dude. That like obviously I'm an outsider looking in, but like I can see how this affected the community in such a positive way.
Absolutely, man.
And
I rank this
movie.
This is ARS tier for me personally.
Really?
Yeah.
I was
it's one of my all-time favorites. It's ARS tier for me. It's in my top 5.
Interesting.
Yeah, I fucking love Black Panther.
Damn, I was gonna go B tier. I don't know.
I'm really scared of what's gonna come with Black Panther. I'm hoping that it is cool, like it's good, and they're respectful of the legacy that Chadwick has left, and they don't rush into anything that they can't undo.
Yeah.
But for standalone origin story, fucking Black Panther is top fucking tier for me for sure. And it's like third most watched of these movies.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
then we'll compromise and put it at A.
Yeah, that's fine. It's one of my favorites. It has its issues, but man,
For
I
me, it's
can't get
B,
enough of
but
it.
that's fine.
I can't get enough of it.
All
Next,
right. Black Widow.
Mid Widow,
Yeah,
Black
Mid
Widow.
Widow. It has some cool stuff, but also some wonky shit too.
They fucked Taskmaster, and that's the
Yeah, they
biggest.
did fuck up
concept.
Taskmaster. I will give it to them for having a little bit of a darker tone because the fucking movie opens with shit about like sex trafficking and stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty dark.
A little wild for, and she's like, her family's all fucked up.
The best part of this movie, though, is Florence fucking Pugh, and I'm glad she's the established actress to play Black Widow now.
Florence Pugh is my everything. Parker's not here.
She's so good in this, though. Like she comes back later, and I'm glad that this movie exists to establish Florence Pugh.
I had to send Parker and Justin out of the movie before the end credit scene because they hadn't caught up yet. But I still wanted to go see it. Now, after Parker got caught up, I went back. I was like, "Remember that scene you didn't get to watch in Black Widow?" And then she watched it. She's like, "Damn, man!" I was like, "Yeah." I'm very thankful that they didn't use this movie as a way to like somehow resurrect her and let her be dead.
No, I'm glad we got this little bit glimpse into who she was. I hope she stays dead. I like that we have David Harbour established as the father figure,
which I will probably appreciate more now that I've watched half of Stranger Things. That guy's good.
He's a fucking badass. I love David Harbour.
This might be a controversial opinion, but I was watching him in Stranger Things with like the way he does shit, and I was like, if they had to recast Indiana Jones, I could see him doing Indiana Jones.
I said the same thing my first watch on Stranger Things. He'd be a great Indy or some like derivative character like Indy.
Yeah. I don't know.
They fucked up because they made that shitty Hellboy movie, but he's great as Hellboy. But it's just like, David Harbour is misused so much, but he's good in this and he's great. In that movie.
He's one of the best. Yeah. One of the best scenes in the movie is actually where they're all together talking at a table.
Yeah, absolutely. We're talking through everything. It's
I like the prison break set piece, and I like that that place in the sky. That place is cool too. That's
it was similar to like the Shield base almost.
Yeah, but also like the villain dude. It's obviously cheap metaphor for
I will say this again. This would be higher if they didn't fuck up Taskmaster, who is one of the best villains in the Marvel
also there's
universe.
some wonky special effects in this movie, especially when Florence Pugh does that big explosion at the end and she like flies off. It looks fucking almost it looks weird. For
the sake of introducing Florence Pugh to this is a D or C tier for me.
I liked it as much or a little bit more than Ant-Man, so I'd be willing to give it a C. Maybe.
That's what I'm saying. It's Black Widow to the fucking
yeah. There's some stuff I liked and some stuff I didn't like. I don't have an intricate amount of shit to say about it, but I only saw it once in theaters, so
that's all I need. It's really
it was all right, I guess. So I guess we'll put it at
it's the most true mid movie on this list, I think.
Yeah, probably. All right, now we're at fucking Civil War.
This is S tier. We can talk about this all we want.
It's interesting. The first time I watched it, I was like, yeah, that's good, but whatever. And it took subsequent watches to really grow on me. I now it's an awesome fucking movie, but
it brings us not only fucking Tom Holland's Spider-Man for the first time, but also brings us Black Panther.
But this is the movie that finally makes the Avengers sit down and look at what they've done, good and bad.
Yeah. And the Civil War is a pivotal moment, period.
The villain is perfectly just a regular old guy, and who has his own beef with the Avengers for Sokovia and other shit. And this is the movie that makes Tony, because Tony's humbled in the very first event or the first movie obviously when he spends that time in the cave and he becomes anti making weapons for the government and all that. But in his days as Iron Man, he kind of got lost for a bit saving people. Like he had his time where he almost died in Avengers, obviously he has PTSD from that.
Yeah.
But this is where he was like, oh shit.
He was confronted with
we got to reevaluate shit. Yeah.
Well, he was confronted hardcore with how he was saved because that woman shows a picture of her son who died.
And she's like, you did this.
Yeah.
And what the fuck?
You have to be confronted with things like that, and that scared Tony. And the Sokovia Accord is the most controversial thing that they've had to really deal with. Having to register as superhumans.
This is the Russo brothers saying, hey, okay, we're testing the waters with our own kind of Avengers movie, less Joss Whedon-y, more like serious. Not that the first two Avengers aren't serious, but they're,
there is a Joss Whedon-y.
Right.
I mean, go watch the OG Justice League.
This is like, okay, we're gonna take this up a notch and make them more human than they ever have been. And then we get Cap. He has to bury Peggy in this movie.
Oh my god, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
and then he realized that Captain America's Captain America. He's not Captain fucking Federales. He's right. He's about the rights of the people in the US.
That's why people that don't watch these movies and criticize them say, oh, Captain America, he's just a cop, blah blah blah. He's literally disillusioned by the American government.
The last two fucking movies he's in deal with how the fucking government is all a ploy for Nazis.
Yeah. And he has to go rogue and shit.
Yeah, he's America's good old boy because he's for the people, not for the fucking government.
Yeah,
that's why we fucking stand Captain America in this motherfucking house.
It's
dude.
This is a good movie. It's Captain America 3, but it's really Captain America 3 and Iron Man 4 put together. And it does everything it needs to do to ground these characters in a way before setting up the big final movies. And yeah,
it's one of the best breakup movies I've ever seen between the whole situation where Iron Man realizes that Bucky is the one that shot his fucking parents, and Cap is like, that's not who this is. He was, fucking.
That reveal is brutal,
dude. Yeah, it's so fucking sad. It's so sad because
the final battle in this movie is between two heroes. So,
and they are literally fucking brothers at that point.
That's really good,
very close
to make that happen, especially in a movie like this, blockbuster.
And that fucking final fight is so fucking badass.
Yeah, when I was showing one of the best fucking movies, fights. She was fucking upset watching them.
Yeah, man, it's tragic because Tony obviously feels that Cap is choosing someone over him, but that's not the case. He doesn't want Tony to go down a path he can't come back from.
Right.
And two, he's protecting someone who's not able to protect themselves in that situation. And it shines for Cap's person 100%, but it also shows just the tragic story of who Tony is as a person as well. And this is, again, I said it at the beginning, we started talking about, this is a fucking S tier. This is absolutely one of the best.
I gotta put it at A tier, just because
there's not a whole lot that top this one.
I like the Russo's other Cap movie more, which we'll get to.
Well, yeah, that's the best movie in the whole fucking.
Well, either way, but because of that, I think you're gonna have to compromise and put it at A tier.
That's fine.
Yeah, Civil War, banger movie. All right, now we're at the first Captain America, 2011, all the way back. Man, I remember seeing that. Oh man.
This is first few times I watched this, it was mid, and then I think on my third watch I was like, nah, this is better than mid. This is good. This is really good.
This is a good movie, and here's why I like it so much: is because it feels like an 80s action movie, with its style and I don't know. It just feels like a classic 80s action blockbuster, even though, it's set in the 40s, but it's just
I
the
haven't
style
seen
for
this
me.
movie in probably 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
It's been a
Well,
while.
I like it more than most people.
That's
And
fair. I this
it
is
just feels
probably
classic.
this is probably B tier for me.
It's definitely a B tier from me too. And I I don't know, it's just very classic with its love interest and the buddy who he thinks dies and then he goes to save, and it's just a
There's some
very
iconic ass scenes in this movie too, man. Like the
it's
entirety of like the climactic fight at the end, the
yeah.
part where he's first being dropped into like enemy territory and he's like, I don't need to shoot, we're good. And he just fucking drops, and you're just like, that's the shit. And then we get the
Yeah.
whole like scrawny, Steve Rogers, like I can do this all day type shit, which is
That's what
probably
shines the most in this movie is
yeah,
building up his character.
he's the perpetual underdog.
There's some formulaic stuff in this movie, but for once, to me, it's not a detriment. It just feels like a classic.
It feels like an homage almost
yeah.
to classic Americana type shit.
Yeah.
And again, it establishes who Cap is as the perpetual underdog who overcomes so much adversity and so much like just shit that he shouldn't win. Like, and he's able to pull through.
Single-handedly brings back that entire troop. It's very heroic.
Also,
fun.
Red Skull is underrated.
He's cool.
Red Skull's fucking great, man.
And I remember we would theorize what happened to him after he tries to use the Tesseract, and
that pays off too. That gets
grounded. Thankfully, it finally paid off, because when he shows up in Infinity War, I almost got chills. I was like, oh shit.
My buddy who like, I guess he didn't understand it. I went and saw it with him, and he looked at me. He was like, "Why the fuck is Red Skull here?" And I was like, "Oh, you weren't paying attention." Like,
yeah,
yeah, that shit was cool. I would love to have Red Skull back. Somehow, I don't know if that'll ever be a thing, because Red Skull is one of the scarier villains that the Marvel has under their arsenal. So it'd be cool to have him back. Probably not going to be a thing. But yeah, this is the establishing it's before the Avengers came out. It's one of those establishing movies. It's B tier for sure.
Yeah, definitely B tier. But incoming next is the sequel, one of the greatest
favorite
of all time.
My favorite MCU film.
Fucking Winter Soldier, baby.
This is my favorite one. The trailer is also my favorite trailer.
Yeah, it's got a good trailer. The Russo brothers came out of nowhere and said, we're gonna take this up a notch. Let's fucking do this shit.
Let's make the best spy film to date. Like, this is one of the best spy films ever.
It's like a throwback to like 70s paranoia, like spy thrillers, and completely deconstructs everything that Cap thought he was fighting for. And
yeah, it establishes Hydra in the modern age. It brings Bucky back, which is awesome. I love seeing that fucking scene where he throws that shield and he catches it.
Oh yeah,
I jumped out of my fucking seat. Like, that shit's so tight.
Also, and then the fights on the highway with Bucky is easily like top 3 MCU scenes,
dude. Even the opening for this, like when he's fighting Crossbones,
yeah,
it's the shit. Like, there's so much that's good in this, and it's not like super over the top like every other MCU.
No, yeah, the action is well choreographed, and the placement of the mise en scene or whatever, it allows you to follow the action easily and know exactly where each character is in this area, in this space, which is very important with action. A lot of people like to just not establish a sense of place, and it fucks up sometimes in movies, and you can't get a sense of scale, and you can't get invested as hard if you don't know these things. So obviously they know how to direct action really well, but they also direct drama really well, especially the scene where he tries to talk to Peggy in the hospital and he doesn't realize she has dementia. Well, he does, but it's just like that reveal when she like repeats like, oh, it's Cap or whatever, is one of the most gut punching moments in the entire franchise.
It's sad.
It's one of the most
tragic character,
moments,
man. It's when you realize that Cap is truly alone. Cap doesn't have anything that ties him back to his, besides Bucky, and he's trying to save that the whole time. He's trying to bring Bucky back to the light because that's his last ties to his actual life. You know, he's pushing 100 at this point.
But yeah, this is the first movie that makes human emotions feel like a true film drama, not as comic booky. Since like the first Iron Man, it makes you really empathize and feel connected to these characters in a natural way while still being a comic book IP. And I think that's really impressive.
Yeah, absolutely.
And plus we get cool fucking Nick Fury shit too.
This is my favorite MCU
film. Okay, well, it's definitely S tier because
this is my favorite MCU film.
It made people think, well, wait a minute, maybe MCU movies can do really high level shit and not just be comic book fluff.
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is funny because now we're coming right after it, Captain Marvel.
Captain Midville.
Captain Marvel is not a piece of shit like incel neckbeards try to say on the internet all the fucking time because they're sexist and weird about Brie Larson, but it's also not a great movie either.
No, it establishes some cool shit. Yeah, I've only seen it once. I just didn't have any much interest after that. But
it establishes what's that race of aliens?
Kree.
Yeah,
Kree, and it brings in the Skrull, which the Skrull are going to be so important soon.
Yeah, and the what's his name? Nick Fury has good. He's one of the better aspects of this movie.
It's my favorite aspect of the movie,
and honestly. It's the best de-aging I think I've seen. He looks really good in that movie.
The villain in this is kind of pointless though.
Yeah.
The
way she gets her powers is a little bit ridiculous.
Yeah, she's a good character.
She's all right.
She's the powerhouse for the MCU. MCU has to have another one.
Yeah, but she came so late in the game that it doesn't feel earned, even though this movie takes place in the 90s. So she's got some growing to do, I think, before people can really get into her. This is an okay movie.
I'd say C tier at best.
I'd say C tier at best, or D.
C tier at best. D tier would be equally.
Yeah, let's go D tier. It's not that great, but I just don't want incels to feel vindicated.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's why I was like, because I like the movie. It's just not. It's something that I had. It's boring. If it says anything, it's boring.
It's all right.
I'm glad that we've got like someone massively powerful, and it's a woman. I'm glad that that's been established because she is probably the strongest in the MCU out of the Avengers. I think Wanda may be taking her now, but at that point, she was the strongest introduced to the MCU. She's like Superman. So
yeah.
Real quick, I gotta take a gnarly piss real quick.
Okay, that's fine. Today's episode is sponsored by me because I make it. So if you want to check out any of our films, I've made 3 features. One's called Moon Man. There's a sequel that's called Summit of Saturn, and then there's a full-length documentary that's called Christmas in Vegas, which if you aren't interested in our fictional shit, then you should check out Christmas in Vegas because that's a banger documentary, if I say so myself. Absolute ape shit, stupid fucking thing that I experienced in 2016. And so go check those out on the Mooring Line, our other channel. Anyway, back to our scheduled programming.
We need a Blu-ray release for Christmas in Vegas. Next is Doctor Strange.
Yeah, Doctor Strange, which I only at first had seen once in theaters up until this past fall when I rewatched the MCU to show my girlfriend before Spider-Man No Way Home came out. And so I liked it a little bit more this time because I was watching it in a marathon. It just felt like another episode of the world's most expensive TV show. And because of that, I liked it more.
My only issue with it is fucking Tilda Swinton as the Ancient One. Fucking It's just dumb. I don't like.
Yeah, well,
I love the special effects in this. It gets real trippy.
yeah, it does.
Chiwetel Ejiofor, whatever, how the fuck you pronounce his name, is really good in it. It's a good origin. Most of these
It's
origins are
decent.
mid, but
Mads Mikkelsen was wasted. He could have been a lot better.
yeah, I
Um,
agree. This is
but
perpetually mid too.
there's some good stuff with Stephen Strange and his character, but I like him more as the Doctor in other movies than in this one.
He's way better as not the main character and everything else. Like he's so good in everything else.
Well, I'm thinking he'll be good in this new one.
Well, I think he'll be good in Multiverse of Madness, but I think they're gonna shine more. They're gonna shine a lot more lights on his people around him too. Like
I know, but what
with
says the
America
most about this
Chavez and all that.
movie is that I was kind of indifferent on it when it came out, and then when I watched Thor Ragnarok, and he shows up in Thor Ragnarok, I was astounded in the theater. I was like, "Wow, I really like this guy, huh?" Okay,
He becomes one of the most interesting and like
yeah.
coolest characters in the MCU. Like he's your
So
cool uncle magician.
I like some of the final set pieces. I like Wong. I just think the villain is very flat. And what's the fucking? I like the cosmic entity though, Dormammu or whatever. He's cool.
Dormammu was an interesting take. The MCU took an interesting take on Dormammu. Thought it was cool. I kind of wish he was a little bit different than what they presented him to be.
Yeah,
But
better than
that's
Taskmaster though, huh?
yeah, way better than Taskmaster. He's still Dormammu is still the actual character. Taskmaster is just not that character anymore.
Yeah,
I think this is a mid movie just in general. I've seen it
yeah,
a few times. It's fun to pop on when you're not doing anything else. It's fun to watch when you're fucking blazed.
yeah. Parker, I
Um,
was surprised she was into this movie more than I thought she would be. I think because once all the trippy shit started happening, and she,
the Mirror World shit's so
stoned as
fucking
fuck because
cool, man.
people listening, my girlfriend has severe ADHD, and the only way she can pay attention to movies is if she gets stoned usually. So that's what she does. And this movie worked well for her for that.
It's great. It's great when you see it fucking.
But I'm gonna give this a C tier.
Yeah, see, just about what I was looking at.
So yeah. Up next, we got Eternals, the only MCU movie I haven't seen in theaters.
I know that we're saying we're not using a worse fate than F, but I hate this movie so fucking much. The only
yeah, I liked
this movie.
I liked a couple aspects of it, but a lot of it I was just kind of bored throughout.
The only thing I liked in this movie, really, that I was like, "Oh, that's awesome," is the reveal of Harry Styles as Star Fox. I was so into that casting.
Let me see the cast of this real quick.
It's got a stellar cast like Barry Keogh, Angelina Jolie, like super great.
That's funny if you search Eternals, Harry Styles is the first guy who pops
because Harry Styles that's such a good casting.
Kit Harington.
I like Kit Harington. I think he's gonna be a good Black Knight.
They established Madden. The guy who plays Icarus was a very average fucking Joe, and I couldn't get into him that much.
Yeah, I'm telling you, I hate this movie.
And
it was a pointless movie.
I liked the Brian Tyree Henry. He was all right.
Yeah, he's great. I like that guy and everything he's done.
I know some people don't like it. Kumail in this movie, I loved him.
Kumail was the most charming part of this movie.
Being a fucking like Indian movie star and shit, and like bringing his camera guy around. It reminded me of like Indian Borat. And so that's the best part of the movie for me. But
he's the only charm the movie has.
Here's the problem. It's cool to give indie directors blockbusters sometimes, but sometimes it just doesn't work. And I know the lady who directed this movie, she has a way of doing stuff like with Nomadland, and it works for Nomadland. But for Marvel action scenes, her long, far away following takes and stuff, it didn't work for me as well as I was hoping. I thought it would be like a breath of fresh air.
Yeah.
Because I'm always looking for cool new takes on action, especially in a fucking Marvel movie, especially like 25 fucking movies in, but it just did not work for me. A lot of the emotional aspects of the movie didn't click. And I know we don't have to have separate movies for characters. I feel like this, if they could have developed it, maybe had a different director and like have it be like a mini series and flesh out people's.
Well, they tried that. because what this is what I'm going to say about it. Eternals is the MCU and Disney trying to revamp the Inhumans without using the Inhumans.
Yeah.
That show was really fucking bad. They were like, we can't use that IP right now because people are still familiar with that shitty TV show. So let's find another cosmic family that's not quite as interesting and put it together with some indie director, and it made it's painfully boring. There's a couple characters that I like in it. I think that's just because of the actors that played them. There's a lot of like established, like none of the things that they do in this had any fucking point. Like just like this was, it felt like there was no consequences for any of the actions. They've been around all throughout history. They barely explain the Thanos situation.
I do like the celestial shit.
I like the celestial shit too, but it's like the way that they explained it was weak, and like I have a lot of problems with it. I don't like the Eternals in the comics really either. Like they're just not a great group to make it. They don't deserve a whole fucking movie. They deserve to be like the people who come into like a sequel movie or something and help out to save the day, like type shit. But to have like a full-on origin and then like established movie for the Eternals was such a weird choice.
Yeah. Well,
and again, Star Fox being established with Harry Styles is the best part of that movie for me.
He's
boring. Gonna be great. Okay. Because we're gonna get Star Fox in the Jennifer Walters TV series She-Hulk. We're supposed to be getting him. There, from what I've read. So having Harry Styles play the power that Harry Styles has, like what Star Fox's main power is he's got a pheromone that makes women attracted to him.
That's funny.
So he gets into trouble with that on Earth, and like that's like a big She-Hulk story because she's a lawyer. Is her prosecuting that case.
Yeah. Well, I would put this at a D or an F.
It's an F for me. I fucking hate this movie. It's my least favorite.
Okay. Well, I'll put it above Ant-Man and the Wasp then, but still an F tier.
Yeah, this is absolutely. I remember finishing it and then being like, why did I waste my time?
Yeah. All right, now we got Guardians of the Galaxy.
The best cosmic shit in the MCU.
God, man, that was a banger movie too. I think it's
the
one of my.
Time I saw
it's like in my top 5 or 6. I think of the MCU for me.
It's top 10 for me for sure.
They
don't. I don't think they picked as much as I don't like Chris Pratt. He's the perfect Peter Quill.
I like Chris Pratt. I don't understand the hate other than religious shit
because he's hateful.
Where I haven't seen any of that.
He's commented on like how he's blessed with a new wife that can give him a healthy child because Anna Faris gave him a child with mental health issues.
Yeah, that's fucking horrible.
Yeah, he's a fucking piece of shit.
Oh well.
I like his personality in the movies though.
Yeah, that's true.
But I don't like him as a person.
Is like it feels very comic booky in a good way. James Gunn came through. I'm split
James
on some
Gunn.
Other stuff of his.
Bow down to James Gunn. This is the most charming.
No, don't bow down to him. But
I love James Gunn.
That's fine. I like him.
He's made the best.
This is my favorite. This is my favorite movie of his, though. I haven't seen some of the whatever trauma shit he worked on, but Guardians of the Galaxy is like a true blue space adventure, while it doesn't. It rides the line of not winking on the camera. Like it's got a lot of quirky humor, but it's not annoyingly meta.
It's charming. Like it's the most charming movie.
Surprisingly charming, and all these characters are such fucking dickheads, but he makes them all feel like a warm, cozy family.
James Gunn's good with that, man. Yeah, Suicide Squad was great, and Peacemaker show's great, and these are great.
I love the world building with Nowhere, and I like the Collector, and I like Rocket's characterization with getting into a fight when he's drunk and like feeling shitty and feeling like a weird Frankenstein monster.
In the mainstream world was introduced to Groot, who was one of the most iconic things from the whole
fucking baller. I like the jailbreak sequence. All these sequences are very fun, and the set design is very detailed and really cool looking. The movie just looks good.
Yeah,
Um,
absolutely.
and it's different enough from like Star Wars or Star Trek and stuff like that to where it really feels like its own universe and kind of
He's like
sets
a
up some of the more cosmic shit we see in the later movies. But
Peter Quill is like the modern equivalent to like Han Solo
yeah,
almost.
it's
Like
we finally get like a new kind of Han
rogue,
Solo, Indiana
like
Jones kind of character,
yeah, man, he's
adventurer,
cool.
but a space adventurer, and he's
And
got
then
plenty of good character
this is
development
one of
too.
Dave Bautista's coolest roles, man. Like he's
Yeah,
so good as Drax.
he's
It's
great.
so funny.
Um, Gamora's good too. She gets even better development in the second one, but I like her a lot. The villain is kind of two-dimensional, but that's the weakest part of the movie. The rest is fucking fun, like as fun as it gets.
They win the battle with a dance battle at the
Yeah, like, and
end.
it's not fucking, it's not annoying. It's
No.
it's actually pretty funny
Well, it
and
fits the
interesting.
character so well because like Peter
Yeah,
Quill been abducted when he was young with his Walkman with nothing but 80s songs, and it's
yeah.
establishes this is one of the funner Marvel romps. Like it doesn't take
It's a
itself too
romp. That's what it
seriously.
is. It's a romp with
Yeah, man.
good action, adventure, space set pieces, and
It's
you get to
fun.
finally see Thanos talking shit.
And they did
And
they show the Nova Corps. Like the Nova
yeah,
Corps is in this, and like that's Nova's gonna be coming in soon. It's just like this is our first array into like real cosmic shit.
yeah,
I mean Thor's technically cosmic, but it's very closed off. But
yeah,
this is like full on space adventure. It's awesome.
yeah. It's a fucking awesome movie. I love it a lot. Um, I'd put it at A or S. So,
It's probably closer to B for me, but I'd agree with A.
all right, we can put it in A. That's a fun movie. And
I need to rewatch them. Shit, I have only seen the second one like once.
oh, I've seen all of these recently. So, the second one I do not like as much as the first one. I think it's still good enough, though.
I think I still think it's probably closer to A and B for me.
It's a lower B tier for me.
Because I like Yondu's character develop in the
Yeah,
second
Yondu's
film.
great. The problem is Drax gets flanderized really quickly, and he just turns into like a one-note joke, especially in the Avengers movies or in Infinity War. But like, especially this one, he's just all comic relief and
Well, I
doesn't
think that has to
really.
do with like his character development from being around no one, and
I
now
know, but like
he's
he
trying to
doesn't.
fit in a little bit more.
Drax, that's the biggest problem in the movie to me is he doesn't have really much anything to do except crack jokes on accident, which is fine to a degree, but also I know Batista isn't happy of where Drax's character is gone. I hope that they change it up a little bit for the third movie. That's all I'm saying.
I think it'll be more serious in the third movie just because Thanos is gone. That's his purpose for life.
Yeah.
Like his purpose for life is
But
to avenge his family.
so yeah,
I like Mantis. I think I'm the only person on the planet that likes
no,
Mantis.
I like
I
Mantis. She's
love
very
her.
sweet.
She is a complete derailment from who she is in the comics, but I think it works really well for the Guardians team.
Yeah.
She's cute, quirky, little Asian alien. It's cool. I like it.
Yeah, I do
Uh,
too.
I think they fucked up Ego. I don't like Ego. I don't like that Ego is Peter Quill's dad.
Oh,
I
really?
think that's kind of whack. I was hoping for Ego, the planet, to be the giant planet with a fucking face on it. Like
Oh yeah, wow.
that's the Ego I wanted.
That's a little that's a
Kurt
little
Russell's
too
cool.
stylized.
That final fight's really cool. It's a B tier for me for sure.
It's a B tier as
Plus, we
well.
get Baby Groot, and you can't fucking
Baby
deny
Groot's
Baby
great.
Groot.
He shines in this movie. He walked so Baby Yoda could run.
And dude, Rocket's really good in this fucking
Rocket's
movie. Rocket and Nebula both are.
Rocket is, and yeah, those are like the shining parts of this movie. Obviously, Quill dealing with the fact that his dad's a piece of shit. Some of us might relate to that, but Rocket we get even more good development for, and a lot of good action with him, like when he's fighting Yondu's guys in the forest. And then again, when he teams up with Yondu in the prison and Yondu does the arrow thing. And
I just like the whole questioning of like Rocket, if the people actually like Rocket or not, like the Guardians do, and like his whole qualm with like opening up amongst these people because of all the shit he's been through.
Yeah.
It's nice to see some vulnerability on everybody's favorite trash panda, you know.
And we finally, the Gamora is better in this movie to me, especially with her interactions with Nebula. That
God, Nebula's so good in this movie.
Really shines, especially retroactively once you see them in game and the way they communicate and how Nebula turns good and stuff like that.
We talked about set pieces for the OG Guardians. This has some incredible like massive landscapes, really pretty imagery, and
it's better for me in the first one. I do like that world that Yondu. First of all, we see Yondu getting dressed after having sex with sex robots. That's pretty cool for a PG-13
pleasure planets.
That planet rules. I love that. Though I just wish Stallone could have had a little bit more to do in the movie. And
it's cool that they gave an ode to the OG Guardians team.
Yeah, I get that, but I was just like, man, I think Stallone in that universe could have been fucking cool. So I want to see more of that. And I like there's a setup for what's his name?
Adam Warlock.
Yeah, Adam Warlock. Which I guess
we're getting that. Yeah. Will Poulter's playing him. I'm excited for that. Adam Warlock's more powerful than Captain Marvel.
And what's the name of that race of beings? I don't even remember.
Couldn't even remember. I thought we were going to get Adam Warlock but we got that tease of him.
We got Ego.
And then like they made the recent Avengers game, which sucked, but then they made that Guardians of the Galaxy game, which is pretty good.
Pretty good so far.
I have it downloaded. I need to play it. Oh, have you played it?
I've played like 2 hours of it. I liked what it was, but I haven't.
Is it co-op?
I don't know.
It should be. I want to play that with you.
But I like Ego enough. I obviously I like him in any movie. What's his name?
Kurt Russell.
I'm a big Kurt Russell head, but it's the raunchiest MCU movie because when we were showing it to my family, my mom was getting really pissed because of my 12-year-old brother. There's some raunchy shit in that movie. It's one of the funnier MCU movies, which elevates it. So I'm gonna put it at a B tier.
Well, yeah, I think with the next one, it's gonna be a lot more serious because I think it's the end of that trilogy for them and that group.
Yeah. Well, we're also getting the holiday special this year.
Oh shit! I didn't even realize.
Yeah, they're doing it was like a full scale. I don't know how long it'll be. It might be like 45 minutes or something, but it's like a full on Christmas special.
That'll be fun.
Like high budget. So, but James Gunn said that it will be canon and you will have to watch it. So, really, it's like a 2.5.
I'm down to shit. I fucking like what we're doing with James Gunn, man.
Because it's been so long, and it's been since 2017 since the last one. So now we're getting kind of almost like 2 movies, but not really. But and I think Justin Roiland's in the 3rd movie.
Oh shit, really?
Because
what if we get Rick?
James Gunn on Twitter has been saying, like, he's been teasing, like, he's like, day 10 of someone putting these Rick and Morty action figures on my desk or whatever. And it's just like, who else would be doing that?
Yeah, for real.
And it's like all like now it's like day, like, I don't know. He did like day 15. It was like all these different figures from Rick and Morty.
I like how Disney was like canceled James Gunn for a second and then was like, fuck it.
And then James Gunn was like, all right, fuck you. I'm gonna go make the Suicide Squad.
Which is,
and then they were like, insane. Well, fuck, we fucked up. Maybe this.
Well, it's funny. I think Guardians might be the last actual movie James Gunn makes for a while. He said after making Peacemaker that he's in love with making TV shows at this point.
I get it.
Which Peacemaker is top fucking tier.
He's maybe
and he's getting all the artistic freedom that he needs from HBO.
Maybe don't cancel someone over a tweet from 10 years ago.
Yeah, dude, wasn't even that bad, pussies.
It was gross, but like, fuck it. I mean,
Look at the shit Dan Harmon tweeted.
Yeah, Dan Harmon's a fuck. I love him. All right, next up we have Iron Man 1, the fucking banger that started it all.
OG, yeah.
That movie fucks.
It's it literally changed cinema.
It's interesting too, because Favreau, he directed it, I think he wrote it, but it was a pretty bare bones script. And it was Downey Jr. and all the other actors that really kind of added to the bare bones script and made their personalities bloom. And
it's the return of Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, for real.
It's the return.
Fucking he only made like 500,000 for that movie. And compare that to the 15 million he got for the 15 minutes he was in of Spider-Man Homecoming. Like, that's badass as fuck. That's the best comeback probably in cinematic history.
There's so many iconic scenes in this film. I still like have the image I still have is him with the suit, the Mach 5 or whatever, grabbing that fucking tank artillery shell and walking away from it. I
was like,
that's still like,
it's just funny as fuck because when you watch that movie now, it's like weird because it's so Bush era.
Oh, absolutely.
Unlike any other MCU movies, and it's kind of wonky, and it has like the feel of a mid 2000s blockbuster, but it's still so fucking good and badass that it's really high up on the list for me. And
it's crazy that this movie basically started everything for this,
and it's still one of the best, even though it's number one. It's some of the best character development in any Marvel movie. Obadiah Stane's good. I like when people meme that Tony Stark built this in a cave with a box of scraps. You know, I like Jeff Bridges. He does a good job, and it's another movie that disproves a lot of that surface level, like, oh, this movie is pro-military. Well, dude, the movie is about Tony Stark fucking coming back from living in a fucking cave with terrorists and being like, fuck this, I'm making my life has been a sham. I've been making shit for the military to kill people with. Both sides of the US and the terrorists are fucking, there's bad. It's evil. Absolutely. War's evil. Fuck this. Yeah. And so the villain of the movie is someone who wants to continue making money off of warmongering. So yeah, so that's pretty badass. And it was back when Paramount was doing it before Disney bought it. So it was
was it ACD? No, it was Black Sabbath, or not? Yeah, Black Sabbath's Iron Man was the big song for this fucking movie.
No, well, also AC/DC. It's like dad rock as fuck.
Yeah, man. So, that shit was fucking
which has a good payoff in later movies when you're like, who's that? And then you hear the AC/DC playing, and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Fucking Mr. Billionaire Playboy. Which is obviously DC's Batman in a way.
A little more charming than Batman.
Yeah. But so for me, it's still it was at a time, because this was the summer that Dark Knight and Iron Man both came out and changed the landscape of comic book movies forever. Both gritty, grounded in realism.
Just like changed blockbusters forever.
Yeah. And so it's very important historically, but also it's wild. I love films and franchises that escalates really hard. And if you compare Iron Man 1 to Endgame, it's mind blowing how fucking far it's escalated. Yeah. But naturally. And so you have to respect your roots. So for me personally, I would be giving Iron Man 1 an A tier. But
yeah, I was gonna say A is absolutely,
because that is just a classic, and it's a reason why we have the MCU. So you have to respect it.
It is absolutely the reason why we have the MCU.
What a fucking banger fucking movie. Next we have Iron Man 2.
Iron Mid 2.
Here's the thing.
We saw that we got the Whiplash burger before.
Yeah, we went and saw it back. I think we went in Cole's truck, maybe. That's when he was driving us around, maybe.
It was either that or my mom dropped us.
Either that or we got dropped off by our parents. That's how long ago it came out.
When we went to that Burger King, you got the Whiplash burger.
They had a Whiplash burger. It was actually fucking delicious.
So good.
But it might have been better than the movie. No, I was kidding. I like this movie better than most people. Here's the thing. It's not an Iron Man movie. It's a fucking Tony Stark movie. It doesn't have enough action for a lot of people, but it does some important stuff by setting up the Avengers Initiative and what's his name?
Hammer?
No, we'll talk about Hammer, but you know, Nick Fury.
Yeah.
Nick Fury's heavy in this movie talking about what he wants, and it goes into Tony's past with his dad. And I like seeing his dad be like almost like almost the footage he sees of his dad talking about the future that he envisions and like the plans that he sets for like things. It's a very not a parody, but like almost like an homage to this film of Walt Disney talking about his plans for his experimental prototype city of tomorrow. So I like all of that world building. And then Tony uses that to create a new element, and he figures some shit out about himself. It's very important. People can't skip it because it develops Tony so much.
They picked an odd villain with
the villain was kind of flat.
It was like right after Mickey Rourke came back.
I like Justin Hammer because I like that actor. What's his name?
Oh God, Elena Kaiser.
Yeah, Elena Kaiser's like boyfriend.
It's like Sam Rockwell.
Yeah, Sam Rockwell is a great fucking actor. I love him. So he elevates that movie for me.
Well, it's funny that they got Mickey Rourke for Whiplash because that's like right after his comeback with The Wrestler.
Yeah.
Like he almost got an Oscar for that. And they were like, let's just throw Mickey Rourke in this shit.
Yeah.
I will tell you this. I love
my
technology. I love the fucking technology that Whiplash uses. I think it's cool. This also has Elon Musk in a cameo.
Oh, yeah, weird.
And then one of my favorite things that they established is like the portable suit that he has.
Yeah.
You remember that's the first time he's like opens up the briefcase.
Which is cool as fuck.
But then you see him in Endgame and he's got the fucking, he just touches himself and he got
yeah,
it
but
all
like
there.
that, but that's a necessary thing to progress it naturally.
I just love that in every movie that has Iron Man, we are getting new suits. He is constantly creating.
That's because Tony is always learning from his mistakes. No, but
I like Iron Man 2. It's mid for
I like Iron Man 2. It's got a lot of problems, but it does a lot of important stuff for Tony, and to me it is interesting with him. Could there have been more Iron Man? Yeah, but I like the ending with him and War Machine, whatever his name is. Whatever.
Whiplash.
No, the fucking
Justin Hammer?
No. Rhodey
Rhodes.
Yeah, but also I think the recasting of Rhodey was better than
because fuck Terrence Howard.
He was okay. Shit. But yeah, it's okay movie.
I'd say C.
Yeah, I'd say C as well. Not as bad as everyone says.
No,
I'm putting it above Black Widow. I like it more than Black Widow, so I'm putting it above that.
That's fair.
Next we have Iron Man 3.
I liked it. I think the fucking Mandarin fucking switcheroo is one of my favorite things that they've done in the
Me
MCU.
Too, man. So a lot of people hated that. I thought it was funny.
It was a cool way that they introduced the extremis virus. I really got into that, and then also dealing with Tony's like PTSD and stuff, and like being overwhelmed by stuff, and then watching his whole home get just like dismantled in front of him. Like,
I wish his PTSD would have come back a little bit more after that movie, but the fact that a movie of this caliber dealt with people's hero having panic attacks like that, to me is very important representation wise. As someone who has a panic anxiety disorder, I thought that was really fucking sick to have in a movie. And I like the Christmas setting. I'm a big guy with atmosphere. Atmosphere goes a long way for me. So Shane Black likes Christmas atmosphere. You can tell because he does that with all of his movies. But I
will say this: the ending when they had all the suits coming fighting like robotic or like automatedly with me, that was fucking cool.
Yeah, I think it's
they kind of jumped the shark. They jumped the shark, giving Pepper Potts some extremist shit for a little
and she like
what
jumps
the fuck?
up.
I enjoyed it as a fan of the extremist virus like content in the Marvel comic canon. I wasn't expecting that, and it surprised me. I'd say it's probably C tier as well.
Yeah, I'd say it's C tier as well. I think it's better than Iron Man 2, even though I'm more nostalgic for Iron Man 2 because summer 2010 was like when we first started like driving around in Cole's truck and like hanging out at the pool, but
Plus,
not
that burger was the shit.
yeah, dude, I'm very fond of it. Yes, summer 2010 was like when we first started becoming like real teenagers, like doing
Yeah, for
teenager
sure.
shit. And like
Jerking off in
yeah.
groups and stuff.
Oh well, don't say that. But yeah, and it was we this is a story.
The core memory.
Yeah, it's a core memory.
Core memory.
Better than the memory when you and I went to see the Last Airbender at like 11 in the morning, so we could be the first to see it like a month later. That was the same summer. So
yeah, I'll forget about that.
Anyway, so yeah, let me put this at let's see where we're. Oh yeah, C tier. Put it above Iron Man 2 though.
I think we'll argue a little bit on this one.
Yeah, probably Shang-Chi.
Rewatched it recently. I like it a lot more on the second and third.
Interesting.
Watch.
The problem is that I don't have any fucking desire to watch it again. I was kind of boring.
I would recommend watching it again because the first time I watched it, I was like, nah. And I was like, fuck it, I'll check it out again. I really like the settings that it's in. Shang-Chi, the character is fucking awesome. The establishment of having like him fight his father is really cool.
Yeah,
the way that they did the 5 rings was awesome.
I like Awkwafina.
Yeah, Awkwafina's cool in it too.
Anything.
She
especially the farewell though.
I don't know, man. This resonated more on the second and third watches. It's definitely like a
3. You've seen this movie 3 times?
Yeah, I like it.
Jesus Christ,
I like it. It's one of the ones I really enjoyed. I think what else came out that year for Marvel? I think it was Black Widow and the Eternals.
You're fucking out of your mind, dude. Shang-Chi. This just came out like 6 months ago.
It came out like a year ago.
No, it came out in September, dog.
I'm tripping. Oh my god.
Yeah,
what else came out that year?
Fucking nothing except Spider-Man No Way Home.
What else though?
No
Way Home was like in December. So
Black Widow.
Black Widow and Eternals, right?
Yeah, Eternals was November.
So this is better than both of those movies.
Not to me.
Yeah, I think it's better than both of them.
I like Black Widow just a little bit more than Shang-Chi.
I thought Shang-Chi it's fun. I like the mystical elements to it. I think he's going to be a fun inclusion into the Avengers soon. I like the representation that it shows.
We're gonna have to fucking split hairs here because I personally I would put it at D tier. So I don't know what you want.
This is like C or B tier for me.
We're gonna have to compromise and put it at C then.
Because I like this movie a lot. You should rewatch it. I just for shits and giggles.
Maybe
rewatch it. We'll get really high and watch it.
No, I have to put it at C tier.
Because I think if you watch it again, you'll appreciate it more. Because this also has a lot to do with like Madripoor, and like it just establishes a lot. And again, Shang-Chi is a cool fucking character. Some of the CGI is a little wonky, but
yeah, it's too muddled at the end, in my opinion.
I like the final fight between him and that giant fucking dragon thing.
My eyes glazed over during that part. I was
also it's the return of Ben Kingsley. Like I like that.
I did like that. It's just it didn't.
Yeah, it's not the best movie in the world, but it's definitely better than a lot of the shit we've gotten recently.
I don't know.
Definitely good establishment for a character that's going to be leading what the next group of Avengers at this point, you know?
Yeah,
like
we'll see.
I think he definitely will be one of the main leaders of the Avengers.
Okay, well.
Watch it again and tell me.
I really have no interest to.
If you ever do have interest, just rewatch it and let me know how you feel, because you said you would have said the same thing about Black Panther on your first watch.
No, Black Panther I liked more. No way. No, Black Panther is way more.
But this is it's definitely like CB tier for me. It was the second best of the year for me.
Okay, well. Next we have Spider-Man Homecoming 2, Far From Home.
Midway Home.
I don't like this movie as much
They fucked Mysterio up for me.
As Homecoming, which we'll get to right after this, but I did like it rewatching it recently more than the first time enough. I do like Mysterio. I was actually worried halfway through the movie that he was going to be some cosmic villain. I was like, no, he's supposed to be a trickster, an illusionist. And then they revealed the illusion. I was like, okay, that's pretty cool.
I guess they didn't fuck up the character. They killed him off, and I don't like that.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
Because like Spider-Man's,
but that's
like, a villains is like
that's an interesting way though to make a contemporary Mysterio.
But I want. I'm never gonna get it. I want the Sinister Six type shit. You know, we got that in No Way Home with like other, but I want like an MCU Sinister Six. I don't think.
Yeah, we'll get it with Morbius and Craven and Vulture.
God, Craven's probably gonna be bad too, isn't it?
Probably.
Fuck. Which is disappointing. This is probably C or D tier for me.
I'd put it at C tier as well.
It's not super. I don't have a lot of memories for it. Like it's not super
more
memorable.
I like it more than Iron Man 2, but it's just I like Peter Parker in the movie. I like that some of the stuff that him and Ned are doing on their bachelor adventure in Europe, but also like I need Spider-Man to stay in
New York. Yes. I don't give a fuck that he's in France.
Yeah. And it's like I like the coming of age aspect of like high schoolers going on a trip to Europe.
Yeah,
but
that's
like,
cool.
But we hadn't had enough Spider-Man in fucking New York web slinging
through
through
friendly
fucking
neighborhood
skyscrapers.
Spider-Man, man.
That's the biggest fucking problem with these fucking Homecoming movies.
Yeah,
they barely have him swinging around skyscrapers.
Yeah, I agree.
They made DC one of the biggest set pieces in Homecoming. But yeah, Far From Home, better than I remembered, but still a C tier. Yeah.
Homecoming, I really enjoy.
Homecoming is way better than that one to me. Homecoming
is fun. It establishes Tom Holland as one of the most charming Spider-Mans we ever had. We've always had excellent Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
No talking, but the torch was passed, you know.
This is like the one that finally felt true, like a high school kid.
Exactly. Yeah.
They did because Toby's he graduates like halfway through the first movie and is on to college, and then Andrew Garfield is too handsome and old to be likable or realistic in high school. And like the fact that Andrew Garfield's character has no fucking friends is so unrealistic to me in that movie. Like he's so cool.
Spidey's like,
Andrew Garfield's fucking awesome, but like what the fuck?
I like the establishment of like Tony Stark being like his mentor in this.
But not really. Like he still has to learn all this shit on his own because.
Well, yeah, he goes and steals the suit back though.
He uses some Stark tech, which is kind of weird. I'm not the biggest fan of that, but
I love the Stark tech.
He's mostly trying to figure some shit out while trying to act like he's an Avenger. He wants to be an Avenger.
The banter he has just to himself is really
it's good.
He's the most charming Spider-Man.
I love all the coming of age Ferris Bueller Breakfast Club shit, and especially Ned. Ned shines in this movie really well.
Ned's the shit. Ned Leeds was a unsuspecting
really good character to me. Awesome. The guy in the chair. It's really funny. The villain actually has development. He's another Stark hater, but he's a working class guy who's just trying to make a living for his family, and the government gets in the way of because of the alien technology, and he's had enough of having to scrape by, and he says fuck it. He breaks and becomes.
Plus, who the fuck doesn't like Michael Keaton?
Yeah, exactly. And the reveal
that fucking fight.
When you realize that chick he's taking to prom is or homecoming is the fucking she's his daughter, Vulture's daughter. That reveal is so good. And I remember my mom like being like, oh fuck. Well, she didn't say fuck, but
I would laugh my ass off if Lisa Clark
but that was such a good reveal, and it brings everything together really well. And it's like
I think the final fight was really good and like realistic too.
Yeah, and
like
classic. You have Spider-Man save Vulture, even though Vulture was trying to kill him. You know.
And then you get the iconic stretch to fucking nowhere, stop like pulling the ship together.
But also it was Iron Man pushing it together too.
Yeah, but come on.
And it's interesting to have, in a way, Iron Man or Tony Stark is his Uncle Ben, you know, in a way.
Well, Aunt Marie was his Uncle Ben. We'll talk about that.
Aunt Marie.
Or Aunt
May.
What
Dingus.
the fuck?
Jesus. Fucking imposter.
This is the Hispanic version of Spider-Man.
no, I'm just saying, like,
Aunt Marie.
That's his only
sense of father figure. And it ends up becoming like Happy Hogan ends up becoming more of a father figure after that stuff.
But it's like, this is like necessary to have the emotional payoff when Peter dies in Infinity War. So you have that makes that scene way more traumatic and more believable of what Tony will do anything to bring him back when he creates time travel in Endgame. And then, of course, when Tony dies in Endgame, it's all because of the relationship they formed just briefly in Homecoming. So
this is a B or A tier for me.
Yeah. It's probably a higher B, lower A. So I don't know. A good Spider-Man movie, but probably it's out of all the Spider-Man movies, it's still not to me as good as the Raimi movies or Into the Spider-Verse, but it's definitely a solid film.
I like
one of the better ones. So I'm going to put it at high B above all the other Bs. Now we have Avengers 1.
Man, for nostalgia alone, that would be an S tier. But for content, like that was the movie that me and you were the only ones. Like midnight premiere.
Yeah, midnight premiere. That was probably one of the last midnighters we ever went to before they started doing the 7:00 Thursday previews. Here's the thing. You rewatch it now after seeing all this badass shit that's going on. It's not as good, but nostalgia and what it did for the series are important enough. But you really feel some of the Whedon shit when you're watching it.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, also the aspect ratio is such ass. They shot it in 185 and the cinematography of the movie kind of sucks in a lot of it because they make it look like a TV show for some reason. And it's bizarre, especially when you compare it to some of the more cinematic outings. Even the Age of Ultron, he shot in 235 and it looks way more cinematic than this movie. It's like a blunder, but like it's still fun. And to see these characters finally come on screen together was important, and it flows well. And you still make you have vulnerable Tony, and you still have Cap trying to be a leader, and Thor deal with his brother, and it actually feels like it properly takes these characters and develops them and does what it needs to do with them.
Plus it's them all being introduced to each other, and that's iconic. The scene where they're in the woods together when they first meet Thor is so like it's awesome. There's a lot of literal like scenes in this movie that will always be remembered. I mean, we shout out to the Moon Men, we fucking
we parodied it,
parodied our own little thing on it. It changed a lot, just like Iron Man 1 did.
Well,
this changed everything.
Yeah, I mean, it's the superhero team-up movie where the aliens come out of the sky portal and they have to fight New York to destroy it. It's very classic, but also it's funny watching it now how simple it is with the scale compared to Infinity War and Endgame. It's just
we get like a brief taste of how big everything is going to end up being when Tony goes through the hole, and that's it. But everything still takes place in New York.
Almost sacrifice kind of thing.
I'd give this B tier.
I'd give it a B tier as well. It did what it needed to do, and I respect it for that.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so put that right there. Okay, Incredible Hulk, 2008.
Man, I haven't seen that movie in probably 10
Seen
years.
that movie in over a decade.
Um,
Oh
the
man,
one thing that I truly liked about it is I liked Abomination. Abomination
Abomination
is
was
cool.
okay.
I like Tim Roth. I liked the big fights. That it's got some badass fucking fights in it. It's definitely not a great movie.
No, and here's what's sad is that as a kid, the most memorable part about me was the post credit scene when Tony Stark was like, "I'm trying to put together a team," and I was like,
Yeah.
I got like hype as a kid, like, oh shit, because that movie came out only a month after fucking Iron Man. It's really weird.
Yeah, that is weird. I didn't realize it was so close together. The only scene I truly remember from it is when Abomination becomes Abomination. Or no, it's whenever Tim Roth goes up to the Hulk without becoming Abomination, and the Hulk just fucking kicks him. It's I don't know, that fucking scene cracks me
It's
up every time.
unnecessary. I think you get enough Hulk development in
Everything
Avengers,
else.
and it's like if you know who the Hulk is, just the character, and that's all you know. That's enough to
Yeah.
really get hit in Avengers. You don't have to watch this movie. I
Uh,
didn't watch this movie with Parker. I didn't bother because I was like,
it's
she probably
it's
won't like it. It's not
it's
very
almost
good.
like a not it's not necessary.
Almost like it doesn't count, but uh,
It's D tier, maybe F tier.
yeah, D or F. That's what we got to decide.
I don't know if it's F. It's F tier. It's F tier. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
All right.
bad. It's not good.
Would you rather watch Incredible Hulk or Eternals?
Incredible Hulk.
All right, I'll put it above Eternals.
Fucking hate the Eternals.
All right. Thor 1.
This is a solid B tier for me. I love this movie.
Okay.
It took me a couple watches to really love this movie, but god damn it, I love Chris Hemsworth as Thor, and this outing is fucking sick.
It's a fun movie. It's not as good as Iron Man 1 or Cap 1 to me. But
No, absolutely not. It's probably the weakest of those three. But fuck if I don't like seeing Thor beat the shit out of everything. It's been a long time since I've seen the OG Thor too.
I do like the fish out of water aspect, but I like the Asgardian lore a little bit more.
I love watching Thor drink a beer and then throw the glass on the ground and say, "I'll have another." That shit cracks me up every
I
time.
like the frost giant shit because you get to see what a prick Thor is, and his development is really fucking good throughout the MCU now.
Yeah, it's the best development out of probably all the characters.
Well,
I can't wait for this newest
some of
one. Like
yeah.
he's healing and things like that. Yeah, this is B tier for me for sure.
Okay.
I need to rewatch it. A lot of these I need to rewatch because I haven't seen it in a while. But yeah, this is B tier for me.
For some reason, this movie has like 600 canted angles, and that annoys the shit out of me. I don't understand why. But the Warriors 3 aren't developed well.
Man, they fucked that up just in general in the MCU.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but you win some, you lose some.
So it would be a high C or a low B for me. Just I enjoy it more than most people, I think. So
it's another romp. It's fun as shit.
Yeah, but do I like it better than
Isn't
Iron
this
Man
the introduction
3?
of Hawkeye too?
Yeah, it is.
So yeah, that even Hawkeye's one of my favorites. So it's like
I'm gonna have to put it. I don't know. I like. Do you like it more than Iron Man 3 or less?
more.
Okay. What about Far From Home?
More.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll put it in front of because I like Guardians of the Galaxy 2 more than this movie.
I would probably like this more than Guardians 2.
Interesting.
Need to rewatch both.
Well, for now, I'm gonna put it in front of Far From Home. All right.
The next one though.
Thor Ragnarok, baby.
S
Let's
tier.
go.
It's completely changes the game for Marvel in general. Taika Waititi fucking murders this movie. It is probably my second favorite in the entire
Some people
series.
don't like this movie.
I don't fucking see
they
how
don't like Taika Waititi. They don't like how comedic the movie is. It works for me.
Yeah, it works
Movie
for
is a
that
banger.
character, man. Thor's a ridiculous fucking superhero.
Movie is a banger. I went to go see this movie in theaters out of boredom because at this point I was like, oh, the other two Thor movies are decent, but they're not great. And then I watched this, and the opening scene with fucking Led Zeppelin, and that needle drop is the best needle drop to me in the entire MCU. And that fight with that fucking
Surtur.
dragon, yeah, but it was like, wow, this feels like next level, stylish, fun, good color palette, bright, and then it takes you on a whirlwind of an adventure, like when he goes to that planet, the Goldblum planet, and
The game master guy or whatever.
yeah, it's another sci-fi romp, but it's Thor, and it's mostly not Asgard until the end. And
It's a Thor and Hulk buddy movie.
yeah, it's a buddy movie. And
how the fuck can anyone not like that?
It surprisingly just works so well. And you have him having to fight in the gladiator match. All the set pieces are some of my favorites in the fucking
the first fucking few scenes of this movie, his Mjolnir is broken.
Yeah, which immediately
crazy.
Makes you shit yourself.
And then he learns how to use the thunder on his own. My only complaint is the shitty CGI for his eyeball, and that's just because I don't know why I recently noticed that.
Loki finally has redemption.
He's great in this,
where he's still like, hey, I'm your savior, Asgard, come on, but he still helps Thor try and save Asgard.
Plus we get introduced to Korg.
Yeah, Korg is the shit. One of my favorite all-time characters.
Korg is so great.
So funny.
Taika's so good at what he's doing.
Everything in that movie is very creative and way out there compared to other shit we've seen.
But it's also super it's super close to the source material and shit for a lot of things. And Taika's a fan, and you can tell it.
Yeah.
And he played it really well. And it's the second favorite best MCU in my opinion. I love this fucking movie.
Yeah, it's in my top 5. So
I cannot fucking wait for the next Thor.
I'll probably put it at S tier too.
Yeah, it's S. It's absolutely S.
It's so fucking fun. It's a great movie, and Taika haters are boring pussies. Fucking people.
I'll fight a Taika hater.
All right, now we got Thor: The Dark World.
That's an F tier for me.
That's not an F. Definitely not.
I've seen it once. I do not want to watch it.
Oh no. See that when you're watching it, just like with
hey, I'll watch this again if you watch Shang-Chi again.
Just like I don't care if you watch it or not. But just when you're watching it in a marathon like you would a TV show, just like Doctor Strange, it feels like another episode. When you see it in that context, it's fine because Dark World has a lot of important development for Thor and Loki, and it deals with his mother's death, which comes back in Endgame.
They fuck up Malekith.
Malekith is the worst MCU villain, though.
They fuck up Malekith, truly. Him and Taskmaster are my least favorite villains.
Thankfully, there's a little bit less Earth shit than in the first one, which I like.
Which is I don't like a whole lot of Earth shit.
I like Kat Dennings. People find her annoying in that movie, but I like her.
I'm impartial.
Cute to me, but
I hate this movie though.
It's not bad. It's just not good. So, to me, it would be C tier.
Compromise and go D tier for that because I really dislike this movie. I don't think it. What are the movies we have on C tier right now?
At the top, yeah, like we have Spider-Man 2, not Raimi Spider-Man 2, but MCU Spider-Man 2, Iron Man 3, Iron Man 2, Black Widow, Doctor Strange, and Shang-Chi. So, and then D tier, all we have in D tier is Ant-Man and Captain Marvel.
This is absolutely Ant-Man and Captain Marvel level.
Okay, I'll put it there. I'll compromise. I would put it above Shang-Chi, but that's fine.
You need to rewatch Shang-Chi.
Hey, that's fine. We'll compromise here. It's got good development for certain characters. That's about it, though.
And then it ruins the best fucking villain that Jane Foster could have, honestly.
All right. I know we did a fucking cast on this, but Spider-Man No Way Home. We finally caught up, mostly. We're gonna do some of the TV shows too, but yeah, Spider-Man No Way Home. Let's see. I like this more than the second one, obviously. It brings back our boy, Tobey Maguire, and is a very fun movie and
It's one
bounces
of
a
the
lot.
most the best performance in the whole film is fucking Willem Dafoe
Yeah,
again.
surprisingly good.
It's so
And
good. He's
I
so
was very
good in
shocked
it.
by that. Andrew Garfield's villains suffer, I think, in this
Yeah,
movie
it's because they
compared to,
sucked in general.
yeah, Raimi's villains rule in this movie. And I really liked this movie, of course. It could have, some of the action in the first half could have been staged a little bit better, but this one actually has that grown up drama emotion that is absent from some MCU movies that I was looking for.
It's the
And
finale of the origin
this
of
has
this
it.
Spider-Man.
This actually makes what's his name? Tom Holland's Spider-Man to a very good character.
Yeah.
Um
The
some of
Doctor Strange scenes were awesome in it.
yeah, those were cool. There's some flat lighting and there's some compromises you can tell from COVID filming, but whatever. It's a
This is high
fun,
A for
it's a
me.
fun action movie. And it brings together three Spider-Man and introduces more multiverse shit into the MCU, which is really cool.
Yeah.
Fun movie.
I'd say high A,
so
low S.
happy to see Tobey Maguire back, obviously. And the way it doesn't feel cheap with him and Andrew Garfield being back, because they help Tom Holland's Peter through the worst traumatic event of his life. And I don't know. Yeah, it's a fun movie.
Andrew Garfield surprised everything too, man. I'm hoping to get more Spider-Man from him.
We're gonna put it at A tier, but I'm gonna put it below Iron Man.
Below Iron Man?
Yeah.
That's fair.
I like Iron Man more than this, but that's just me. And it's, whatever. We'll put it up there because the hype is real. That's the fucking crazy, one of the other craziest shit in theaters.
Oh yeah.
When Tobey Maguire walked out of that portal, my theater exploded
Fucking
and I had chills because people at home, Tobey Maguire Spider-Man is my hero, like right below Luke Skywalker. So to see him back in it and not being like I'm doing it for the paycheck, but like actually putting effort into it was awesome. And seeing him talk about it behind the scenes and be like, no, I'm actually down for more, I'll do this or that. This was way better than I thought it would be. So that really.
Plus, we got Daredevil back in established canon and just a lot of shit. There's gonna be a lot of consequences.
Ned and MJ do a good job and serve an important role in the movie.
Everybody's great in this.
Yeah. Aunt May finally has her time
to die.
Well, yeah. But yeah, fucking the movie serves as a celebration as Spider-Man as a franchise, and everyone came together to enjoy Spider-Man. I think that's beautiful.
It was the first movie that felt like an actual movie in the movie theater too. Like since COVID, this was the first big event. It was super nice.
It was Avengers level crowds too, which is insane for Spider-Man.
It was
awesome.
Fucking packed at my movie theater, which is rare in Fort Smith, Arkansas. So I was very happy to see that. I saw it 3 times in theaters. Just because I had to show individual people who I knew would love it, the movie,
Yeah.
Definitely the most iconic movie that's come out in the 2020s, I guess.
Yeah. So now we've ranked all the MCU, but now there's a few more shows to add in there too.
Which have you seen all of these? The only one I haven't seen is What If.
I haven't seen all of Hawkeye, so you'll have to rank. You'll have to rank.
I like Hawkeye a lot. It has its pacing issues. It deals a lot with the Battle of New York. Brings back Florence Pugh. I'm also a Jeremy Renner Hawkeye stan. I think he's the shit, and he really shines through personality wise. Plus, we get old girl. What is the girl's name? I can't remember her name, but Kate Bishop is introduced.
Oh yeah.
She's the perfect person to pass the torch to. She plays Kate Bishop super fucking well. Hawkeye for me out of the shows is one of my favorites. I'd say it's high B
Okay.
for me. Plus, it's Christmas setting. I'm fucking slutty for Christmas settings.
Yeah, for sure.
And it brings back the Kingpin from the Daredevil TV show. Sorry, spoilers.
No, I already knew that.
Okay, which is awesome. Yeah, I know it's probably not getting any kind of sequels, but it's good to have a new Hawkeye. Like he fully passes the torch to her, basically.
Okay. Here's the thing. Loki shocked the shit out of me. I love this show a lot.
Loki's A tier.
Loki is A tier. This show was engineered for me, for the Kino Cowboy, because I like high concepts, world building, and I like retrofuturism. And then when they scissor together like two 90s lesbians, it fucking comes together in a really cool way.
The show is made for me.
That's the last show I was expecting to get into, because I was like, we don't need any more fucking Loki. He had
I agree. I said the same fucking thing. And then everything about it was great. And then the ending is one of the best season finale reveals. There's no giant climactic battle, but we get absolutely my favorite villain in Marvel history, King the Conqueror.
Yeah.
And played by Jonathan motherfucking Majors,
who is a fucking really good actor.
Oh, he's so good, and I'm so excited to see where this goes. There's so many implications in like the last 15 minutes of that show. Yeah. And it's
I love cosmic implications in any.
Oh yeah, dude.
And I love how the fucking TVA works so much, and they don't just like briefly let you look at it. You get to dive in on it. And
yeah, they go like full into
how they traverse different timelines and stuff. And it's got, first of all, I didn't expect Owen Wilson to be such a fucking good character.
Yeah, what the fuck? Yeah, that was really
awesome.
Good.
Like, he's really good in that show.
I never wanted to see someone fuck themselves more than Loki fucking himself.
Weird. But it's also brilliant to me. Like, his one true love would be himself, because he's the most narcissistic.
It's on brand, yeah.
It works. And it's okay, because it's multiverse, right?
We were introduced to Alligator Loki.
Now, wait, hang on. Would you hook up with a hot multiverse version of yourself?
Yeah.
I don't know if I would.
Yeah.
It's a weird question. I don't think I'll ever have to encounter that, but if I do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Is it cheating?
No, it's just masturbation.
It's a different person with a different soul.
No, it's not.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna put Loki at A tier.
Yeah.
It's a good show. And it's only like 6 episodes, but banger fucking episodes.
Yeah, great. And we're getting to season 2, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah, we'll see if that's any good. Falcon and Winter Soldier, which is basically Captain America 3.5.
I'd say low B tier for me.
Okay.
I think what makes this show is the U.S. agent.
Yeah, because when he kills that person with the shield,
holy
that's the most
shit,
gruesome scene in the MCU. I can't
believe shit
they allowed that to happen. And all the commentary, the anti cop and anti just there's a lot of commentary in there about anti-cop. I was surprised to see, and also cop reformation, and also dealing with race and what it means to take on the mantle as Captain America when you're black. And
I'm super glad to see Sam Wilson embrace that. Finally, it's going to be cool seeing him in Cap, because Sam Wilson is great as Captain America in the comics.
And it's not just surface level. It's like, am I going to be seen as an Uncle Tom if I take on this role?
What'll be interesting, I don't know if they'll do a second one, but in further Captain outings with Sam.
Well, it'll just be Captain 4 at this point.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Further outings with Cap. It's going to be interesting to see the layers of like social shit that's going on.
Yeah, I think this could have just been a movie and been Cap 4. It could have been, but whatever. They want to do their MCU shows.
Well, I think it also establishes the relationship between Winter Soldier and Falcon well.
And we get Bucky healing in this a lot, which is important.
Yeah, it's nice. This is it's B tier.
And you get Madripoor.
First introduction of Madripoor too,
which is cool. And what's his name? The villain from Civil War.
Zemo or whatever.
Yeah, Zemo comes back, but he's like
He's a lovable Nazi.
he like weirdly makes him like more lovable. Like in that scene, he's like
A
dancing
lot,
at the
dude.
club
I
and
know a
shit.
lot of fucking people that did not like that. They're still pissed
I can
about that.
understand why you wouldn't, because
Hey man, if J.K.
have
Rowling can make goblins into Jews and have the
okay,
Holocaust
well,
rethink, but and we can't have fucking Zemo be a little lovable, who cares?
it's weird as fuck because he's dancing in that club. I'm like, I like this guy. He's a
I
fuck.
think they're establishing Zemo as a character like that because he's gonna be. I have a hunch that in later outings in the MCU, we're gonna have the Thunderbolts team,
Okay.
which is essentially the Suicide Squad. And Zemo would be the leader of that.
This would be a B tier, I think, for me.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, B,
Yeah.
high C, low B.
Okay. That's fun. WandaVision, which I showed Parker the first episode. We gotta watch more.
I love WandaVision. That's
Yeah,
A tier.
I thought it was here's the thing. It was cool that they didn't let you in on what was going on for like the first few episodes. It actually took a few episodes.
Theories got wild with this fucking show,
Yeah.
too, man.
And it was fun as someone who watched a lot of sitcoms growing up from different ages. I know all the tropes. I know all the history. I watched a lot of TV Land.
Yeah, that's fair.
So as well as like Full House, I watched all kinds
Nick
of
at
shit.
Night type shit.
Nick at Night shit. So I really enjoyed this one. The only problem is I feel like Agnes gets a little too cartoonish with her villain.
Talking about Agatha?
Agatha, that's it.
Yeah.
I think she goes by Agnes in the like in character, like in the 50s.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But Agatha, it gets a little too cartoonish to me. A little I don't know.
Well, I think we're getting a TV show with Miss Harkness. I think she's gonna end up becoming more true to the source material for her, being like the mentor for Scarlet Witch, dealing with like her new chaos control stuff. Chaos control. But the biggest thing is that she'll be able to help Wanda because Wanda's not mentally great at the end of this. We're going to see that in Doctor Strange, because I think one of the pivotal points of that is her going to try to bring her kids into this reality. And that's going to cause a huge fucking thing. I think, go ahead.
I applaud this for being way different from.
And it was the first outing for TV shows.
Yeah. And it didn't negate Vision's death in Infinity War.
It made it a lot harder to deal with.
Yeah, it was her dealing with the death of her loved one in an interesting way, and didn't justify her toxic actions.
No.
So I commend it for that. Fun, but I'd still put it at B tier for me. So
I think pretty much all the shows are B tier.
Yeah.
It's high B tier, if anything. It's low A for me, though.
Oh, okay.
I haven't seen What If.
I haven't seen What If either. So
I'm gonna watch What If in the coming weeks.
And then I still gotta watch the rest of Hawkeye and Moon Knight. So we can't judge Moon Knight since it's not done.
But from what I'm saying right now, man, Moon Knight's fucking wild. I'm enjoying it a lot.
So there we have it. There is our tier list.
Yeah, we'll have to come back to this a year from now when we have, 4 more movies and like fucking 3 more TV shows. We got
God, Jesus, Mary.
And then next, like in June, we get Miss Marvel. So like we have Marvel coming out every month for the next like year.
Jesus Christ,
which is kind of dope. We got either Marvel or Star Wars for the next year, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, that's a long cast.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's we got Strange next, and then
Thor and Miss Marvel.
Thor. When's Miss Marvel? Oh, the show. Yeah.
That's going to be coming out in June, and then they're still saying Black Panther's slated for the end of the year.
Okay.
Which, God, I hope they don't fuck that up.
That is, yeah.
We've got the Submariner basically confirmed for that fucking villain, though, so I'm pretty excited about that. Namor is fucking tight. But yeah, this was fun.
All right, yeah, we fucking laid it all out.
Yeah, man. We did this because you weren't here, Scott.
Yeah, not that maybe he'll listen to it on his epic plane ride to wherever fancy fucking Euro place he goes to.
All the Moroccan. I would eat so much Moroccan food.
The only Moroccan food I've had is at Epcot.
Jesus.
But yeah, thanks for listening, people. That's get hyped for Doctor Strange.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully it's good. Oh, anyway.
All right.
Thanks for listening, people. See you.
Thanks.